Okay guys, it's been a pretty rough night, so I thought that it would be a good idea to make this video. Um, it's going to be my attempt at an It Gets Better video because I've heard a lot of stuff tonight from a lot of you, both anonymously and people who have stayed logged in messages in my Ask box saying they're not sure that it will get better, that they're afraid, that there's just a lot of fear going around. And I understand that this episode really sparked a lot of conversation about that and about outing and being outed and the fear of rejection that comes with coming out of the closet and really accepting that part of yourself and being able to tell other people that you accept that part of yourself. So I'll just tell you my story, I guess. I mean, you've probably heard it all, read it all. I've never been quiet about what happened to me when I was younger or the things that happened to me. And it's all on my blog at some point, and if you've looked for it, it's there. But long story short, I guess I considered myself bisexual from maybe junior year of high school, but I wasn't really like I was in a rush to tell anybody about it because I was afraid. Like a lot of people are afraid. And I don't think that I had a real reason to be afraid because my brother is gay and he's been out since actually before I was born. He's significantly older than I am. And my parents were accepting, and I think it was the fact that I had trouble accepting it within myself and I was afraid to let them down. It's difficult to tell your family that you're gay to begin with, let alone telling a family that already has a gay child, because you feel like, oh, there's already one disappointment in the family, even if they've said, yeah, we accept you. There's always that wonder, do they really? Because my brother was never really around, we didn't talk about him much, but that was by his choice. So I fought it for a really, really long time, and I immersed myself in school and in sports and music. I did really well in high school, and I managed to get through it all relatively unscathed. I think because I went to an arts high school, there was a very, very small amount of bullying, so I didn't really have to deal with that. The biggest bully in my life was myself. And for a long time, that was what I had to struggle with, were my own demons about coming out. When I got to college, I kind of went off the deep end. I got really heavy into drinking and pills and drugs, and it wasn't a good experience because I kept fighting myself. And it wasn't until sophomore year I kind of went on a bit of a bender, and one of my friends found me crying in a bathroom. I think I like girls, and I was drunk out of my mind. I don't know what I had taken. And they put me to bed, and the next day she came to me and said, you know, if you have something you want to tell us, it's okay. We're here for you, we love you. And I think that it was that really pushed me to believing that I would be okay. Just having that one person who would be there. Even if I wasn't all that sure of myself, I knew that they were sure of me, and they would believe in me and help me. And I know that a lot of you don't think that you have that, which is, it's really the saddest thing, knowing that, or thinking that you don't have that kind of support, but I promise you somewhere you do. You might not think that you do, because I didn't trust my friends at the time with this secret that I was hiding. And they were the ones who have been the most supportive in my life. They were the ones who got me comfortable with being able to say, I'm gay out loud.
And I want you to know that even though I'm probably not your best friend, I'm not the person that you would go to if you need help. I'm here. My ask box is always open. I try to be as open as I can with everybody that comes into my ask, and I try to give the best advice that I can based on my life experience and the things that I've dealt with. Because I know that a lot of you are younger than me, and a lot of you haven't hit that point in your life where you found that person that you can trust. So if you need to, you can trust me. I'll be there. I'll take the time. I'll do what I can for you. But you just need to know that there are other people in your life, your friends, your family, who will love you no matter what. There's always one person who will pick you up when you are down. And I promise that it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next year, but it's so easy to take a road that leads you into a path of self-destruction that it's easy to try and forget your problems using self-destructive methods. But that's not how you want to live your life. You deserve better than that. And this episode left a lot of people questioning themselves and questioning whether or not they want to come out because of the subject matter, the outing situation. And at the end of the day, it's a fear that everyone has. I mean, I was outed to my mom by one of my cousins, and it was one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, because when you're cornered like that, you're a caged animal. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to react, and a lot of the times you don't react the way you would if you were in a situation where you had control. And when you're outed, you lose that. You lose control, and you can't come out of it unscathed. You have to have a scar from that. When someone takes away your control, takes away your ability to do things on your own terms, it's one of the hardest experiences of your life. And yes, it's going to hurt, but it doesn't have to be the thing that defines your life. You can be outed, and you can grow from that. You can take that experience, and you can say, I'm not going to let this ruin me. It happened. Shit happens. And sometimes, even in the worst of situations, if you are rejected, if you are thrown out, if you're cast away, you find that one person that you trust, the one person who will accept you and love you, and at the end of the day will be there for you, because there is one person, and I promise that, and I've said it before. Everyone has one person, and it might take you a little while to find that one person, but you just have to reach out. You can find someone. If you have to reach out on Tumblr, you do it, because this is the kind of community where you can do those kinds of things. You can reach out and say, I need help, and someone will put their hand out and say, take my hand, I will help you. So I hope that you can take away something from this. Like, I'm 25, I have my own place, I live on my own. Granted, I'm not in the best financial situation right now, but that's the economy, not me. So if you can take away anything from this, it's that you can be happy being who you are. You can be yourself, and you can love yourself. if you give it a chance, I know it hurts right now, and I know that you're scared, and I know that you're confused, but you don't have to be. You can look at the millions of LGBT people that are living their lives happy and healthy out there right now, and who are fighting to make sure that you get to have the life that you deserve. Take them as examples. Just know that there are people out there who are like you, who love like you love who you love, and it'll be okay. I promise. Somewhere down the line, like I said, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but eventually it'll be okay.